New genome study debunks 1% difference myth in human-chimp DNA. For decades, evolutionists have pointed to the so-called 1% difference between human and chimpanzee DNA as a linchpin argument for naturalistic common descent, suggesting that humans and apes share an almost identical genome, separated by only minor tweaks of random mutation and natural selection. But a groundbreaking study published in Nature in April 2025 has completely upended this narrative. By producing the first complete, telomere-to-telomere, T2T, genome sequences of chimpanzees and other great apes, scientists have revealed that the real genetic differences between humans and chimps are far greater than previously claimed, challenging the simplistic evolutionary argument of near-identical genomes. This landmark achievement, involving an international team of researchers, goes beyond earlier drafts of the chimpanzee genome that relied heavily on the human genome as a scaffold, making the chimp genome appear more similar to humans than it truly is. The new research instead used a de novo sequencing approach, building each genome from scratch, offering a clearer and more accurate view of the genetic landscape. The widely repeated 1% difference statistic turns out to be misleading in light of these new findings. In reality, large portions of the human and chimp genomes, between 12.5% and 13.3%, are so different they can't even be aligned. Beyond that, in the alignable portions of the genomes, there's an additional 1.5% difference due to single nucleotide variations. Taken together, this brings the total genetic difference to approximately 14 to 15%, not the near identity often claimed. The differences become even more pronounced on the sex chromosomes. The X chromosomes of humans and chimps differ by about 20%, and the Y chromosomes differ by a staggering 96%. Such vast discrepancies underscore that humans are not simply slightly modified chimpanzees, as some evolutionary arguments have implied. Another critical aspect revealed by this study is the importance of repetitive DNA, long dismissed as junk DNA. The newly sequenced, non-alignable regions, rich in repetitive elements near centromeres and telomeres, play crucial roles in DNA replication, gene regulation, and chromosome architecture. This revelation further challenges the notion that random mutations in junk DNA alone could explain the vast functional differences between humans and chimps. The implications are profound. These new findings directly challenge the evolutionary argument that unguided, random processes alone, natural selection acting on minor genetic tweaks, could account for the magnitude of the differences now revealed. Instead, they open the door to alternative explanations, including the possibility of a common design underlying biological similarities. Interestingly, the Nature papers and their explainer articles did not highlight these large-scale differences in their main summaries, instead burying them in supplementary materials. This lack of transparency raises questions about how critical data that challenges established evolutionary narratives is presented to both scientists and the public. In addition to chimpanzees, the study identified similarly significant differences with other apes. Gorillas, up to 29.3% difference, bonobos, 14 to 16%, and orangutans, 19 to 20%. Conclusion. Far from confirming the evolutionary myth of a trivial 1% genetic difference, this new study shows that the genetic chasm between humans and chimps is much wider, up to 15% overall. This finding debunks a central argument for naturalistic evolution, exposing the inadequacy of random mutation and natural selection as an explanation for the scale of the genetic and functional differences observed. While future research will undoubtedly continue to refine our understanding, one thing is clear. The simplistic story of near-identical genomes is no longer supported by the latest genomic evidence. Thanks to Dr. Casey Luskin and the Discovery Institute. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment below if you agree or would like to add your thoughts. If you would like me to respond to your comment, please make a level 1 comment directly below the video. I will respond to all polite level 1 comments even if it takes me a while, due to other commitments.